Hello, and welcome to Entpgathering, Science and Spirituality Meeting. I'm Brandon Curtis. Welcome back, subscribers. If you're new to the channel and clicked onto this reading, welcome. I will conduct a reading today using the Edgar Cayce Inspirational Quotes deck. I will find a general theme from this deck, and then I will use the Star Child Tarot, specializing in Akashic Records messages for my chosen ones and starseeds. And to clarify, I'll use the Tarot Nefertari. Nefertari is the light of Egypt, as she was known, and the bride of Ramses. I hope this finds you well, and let's get into it. With a general theme taken from Edgar Cayce's Inspirational Quotes deck. These would be quotes taken from any of the 14,000 plus readings that he performed in his life. For life and death are one, and only those who will consider the experience as one may come to understand what peace indeed means. Edgar Cayce reading 1977-1. Interesting. At the bottom of the deck, the purpose in life, then, is that the entity, the soul, may make the earth, where the entity finds its consciousness, a better place in which to live. For life and death are one, and only those who will consider the experience as one may come to understand what peace indeed means. The purpose in life, then, is that the entity, the soul, may make the earth, where the entity finds its consciousness, a better place in which to live. So a general theme of life and death, certainly, and specifically what we are tasked with to do here in this lifetime with the time that we have. Let's use the Akashic Records Star Child Tarot and tap into the energy. Speaking of tapping into energy, let's call on Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, and Archangel Raphael to help ground the collective. And ask the collective to give us a like so that they can give over the energy into this reading. It's a general collective reading that is timeless. The messages could have happened in the past, that are happening now, or will happen in the future. That's why it's important to watch the entire reading to get a heads up about what may happen in the future. Usually it's a combination of all three. Take only what resonates, as time is fluid, and leave the rest for the other members of the collective. We've got the Hanged Man, Piscean energy. It's the story of Odin. It's many stories. It's collective. It's an energy of selflessness. It's an energy of sacrifice. It's an energy of willingly, consciously, safely placing oneself upside down so that you can gain a new perspective. I'll have you take a look at the card so you can meditate on the image and the energy emanating from it. So you're gaining a new perspective, fam. Let's see what's challenging that. 9 of Cups, more Piscean energy. I don't read this as much of a challenge as much as being of the earth, but not in it, being fulfilled, going on an introspective journey, understanding how your heart chakra works in connection with your emotions, here you are out in nature on the rocky shores of a beach, barefoot, and you are open and willing to receive energy coming from Gaia, coming from the ocean, to better understand. There's an amulet of sorts on the forehead of this individual. So more perspective is being gained right now. Oh, and I think you're doing a dive into your Akashic records. In the subconscious, the lovers, Gemini energy. So you could be manifesting a relationship. This might be a twin flame journey or a soulmate, or you're going in to gain perspective on, what fulfills you. What's your idea of a relationship that you would like to couple with here in this lifetime, in this incarnation? Is it a solo journey? Might you be choosing to go solo for now and really follow one's bliss? And becoming one with not only the universe, but with oneself, generating or becoming your own twin, or becoming your own soulmate for now. I hear for now. Take a sip of coffee here. In the recent past, and energy that could be leaving you would be Six of Cups. Yeah, this is literally the card of, yes, unconditional love. It's about children as well. But as you can see here, this is a card of memory for me. So this is introverted feeling. This is a past relationship. So we have card number 6 with the major arcana in the Lover's card and Six of Cups. Nine of Cups came out as the challenge, and card number 12, the Hanged Man, or in this deck, perspective. These are all multiples of 3. 3, 6, and 9 thus far. Very, very creative. I'm hearing Nikola Tesla's quote on 369. I'm paraphrasing. If you only understood the magnificence of 369, you would hold the key to the universe. In the strength position and in the higher mind, Page of Wands. That's you holding an Ace of Wands and venturing out on this spiritual journey. This is where you've gained perspective here in Cups energy, in Piscean energy, and transmuted it, created a magical wand. This could also indicate maybe you have a child who you're responsible for in this lifetime. This is an Akashic Records read. Maybe you're giving birth to a child or have recently. Congratulations, Mama. Or again, this is you embarking on a new spiritual journey, leaving in the past relationships that were, or that you were considering to be a soulmate or a twin flame. I'm heavily picking up that it's in your Akashic records that you are to go solo for now. And I'm feeling that you're not only gaining perspective on this new journey, on how to travel and where to go, your subconscious, the Lover's card, you've generated enough self-love that you have generated enough strength to walk away from past relationships and into the unknown, walking a spiritual path in your higher mind with the Page of Wands. Having really gone in and gained a new perspective on where you are, what your place is in this world at this time, in this moment. Transmuting a lot of emotional energies tied to these past relationships and tied to the idea that there is a soulmate or a twin out there. I think you're discovering that for now, to increase the probability of you coming in together with a twin or a soulmate, you're after a relationship with spirit. And you know now that walking that path, holding that Ace of Wands, being the neophyte in the spiritual sense, is going to, I think you've really worked hard at coming together with a twin or a soulmate, but you've discovered now in this hanged man perspective, this new perspective, that the best way for you, according to your Akashic records, is to walk a solo journey. Let's find out where you're going in the near future. 10 of Swords, exactly. There's an ego death. This is quite a beautiful 10 of Swords card. If oh, and look, we have sacred geometry. And in particular, this would be the seed of life. And we have 10 swords. So Gemini energy, more Gemini energy. 6 of Cups would be Scorpionic. 9 of Cups, Piscean. Water and air energy. You could be a water sign, air sign. They definitely figure heavily into your zodiacal chart for sure. You could be like a Gemini rising. You could be a fire sign rising with a sun or moon in Scorpio or Pisces. If you're a Scorpio moon, that's in a detriment, meaning it's a sure sign that, you know, Scorpio moons, gosh, that's a tough one. That's a tough moon to have, but it is, you know, if you're born with the Scorpio moon, it's a clear indication that in this lifetime, you're to really focus on the emotions. And oftentimes, you know, Scorpios are so powerful, so psychic, and can be over emotional. And with a placement that's in a detriment, meaning that it's opposite the exalted position, in this case of a Taurus moon, a Scorpio moon is really tasked with understanding, regulating, and I heard fixing, but not in the sense of a fixed sign like Taurus or Scorpio. Fixing, working, gaining new perspective on exactly how that Scorpio moon works in your life. No shade, but I'm just being honest, and I'm you know, don't kill the messenger here. Scorpio moons, you have a tendency to it's a fixed sign to really latch on to relationships, and it's difficult for you to let go. I don't see that here. I see, if you're a Scorpio moon, that you are moving forward and you've gained new perspective by being selfless. Scorpio moons can be very selfish, very envious, very jealous, revengeful even, when the relationships that they want to come together with don't work out, or they're, for all intents and purposes, rejected. That's the message Again, don't kill the messenger. Judgment, here we go. Speaking of this is definitely for a Scorpio moon and understanding. And you've done the work, Scorpio. My heart is swelling with pride and not envy, but I just want to deliver the message here with the Judgment card. This is the planet Pluto. This rules you, Scorpio. This is a binary system. It works with its satellite Charon in aiding you in transformation. And I see that here with the Lover's card. You are doing the work. You are awakening, having gained this new perspective, having to really, you were challenged with Nine of Cups energy. You stepped into Nine of Cups energy, which for a fixed water sign to go into mutable water sign is no easy feat, and you've done it. And as a result, Pluto and Charon are aiding your transformation. There's been a death. I won't be surprised if the death card comes out. In your environment, Seven of Pentacles, Taurian energy, healing energy that's grounded in the earth. I'm hearing, you're moving from the beach, the rocky shores of the beach, Piscean energy, which you used to aid this transformation into a Page of Wands. And now it's like you've moved on to the sandy shores of the beach dunes, or heck, you've traveled so far into the land from all of this Piscean and Scorpionic water, and maybe you're in the desert and grounding yourself, effectively doing shadow healing, because again, Taurus, and this is Taurus energy, is your opposite sign. It's your shadow sign. Amazing. I love it. Oh, and look at you. You just look gorgeous, grounded as you are. It's like you took the fire of Sagittarius, which is in the ninth house, the house that's after yours, of an eighth house of sex, death, and transformation, and other people's money, and walked inland, walked away from all of that water that you're so comfortable being in. And yeah, grounding yourself and growing as a result. Any hopes or fears? Ooh, I'm not picking up that this is so much fear as a hope. Maybe if you're a male Scorpio or female, doesn't matter. The hope here is that you take these seeds of earth, of Taurus energy that you're using to heal with the seven of crystals, and you're going to step into and or meet a queen of crystals. This is Taurus, Capricorn or Virgo, but for me it's more Taurus, as the king and queen are for me the fixed signs energy. So, Queen of Crystals or Pentacles, Taurian energy, and yeah, you're working towards, from Nine of Cups and this Scorpionic energy and Piscean energy, this water energy, which is feminine energy. You're grounding all of your emotions into the earth, also feminine energy, and also your shadow, if you're Scorpio. And who doesn't have Scorpio in their chart? You at least have it in your eighth house, available to you so that you can undergo transformation. If you're not a Scorpio moon or sun or rising, it doesn't matter. Everybody has an eighth house. Everybody has scorpionic energy. That house is a place where we can go individually, no matter what sign you are, for the inner work to transform. The potential outcome is the Hierophant, Taurus energy. This is you. Um, um, well, this is a commitment in the 3D world, in the physical world, where you are committing to. See, there's an ace of crystals in her hand. You're committing to a relationship that's in the physical. Maybe you're committing to a Taurus. Um, maybe you're committing to committing, where, Piscean energy, Scorpionic energy is somewhat committed to the self, or can be when stuck, but you've gained perspective and used your own energy for the better here with Pluto to help you transform. And the Hierophant for me is commitment. It's also institutions in the 3D world that uh, have a strong connection, institutions or people who have a strong connection to God source. A very strong commitment to commitment, as I said, because it's fixed earth sign, and it's an authority whose esoteric knowledge, it's one of learning, is all about the sun, the moon, and the stars and the signs. Before there were popes, the world knew hierophants. So you'd go to a hierophant for not only spiritual learning, but also learning the astrology of the planet and how, what we're comprised of sign wise, what's in our zodiacal chart. All the kings and queens of old who ran the empire before religions came, think this is a version of a working high priest, where everybody has a high priest or high priestess within them. Card number 2 of the major arcana. Card number 5 is that energy expressed in the earth and for people of the earth. So it's a high priest, a working high priest. It's more accurate to say that popes are wannabe hierophants, because hierophants preceded popes. Bottom of the deck, 2 of crystals, great change, more earth energy. Here, Capricorn. And Capricorn is the cardinal earth sign, meaning it is about change. It's about initiating change. Change that we see in the 10 of Swords, Gemini energy, mutable air energy, with that ego death card. That ego that was tied to more Piscean and or Scorpionic energy, this fixed, clinging to the past, deep love as well. So this is indicative of and confirmation for you that I think you've tapped into your Akashic records and realized how to, or figured out how to get out of that fixed Scorpionic energy that perpetually kept you in a death process, and used Plutonian energy, your sign's ruler, to awaken, like the fiery phoenix, Page of Wands, which is the only fire out on the table. Great change. Very, very happy for you and proud. Let's see what Tarot Nefertari has to say. It's really gorgeous. This is a transformation that is successful. And I'm hearing anybody from your past, especially if it's like a mother figure or an authority figure, here with the Hierophant, you know, your associations with the church, associations certainly with the family, or a Queen of Pentacles, somebody who you were tied to. Maybe you're younger, or maybe this is, you know, a relationship, a marriage where you, fam, are still tied to them because of money reasons, and however, you know, that resonates for you. You could be a trust fund baby. You could be, you know, a husband or a wife who, you know, is still somehow tied to your own mother. And she has some sort of connection to, she's holding the purse strings. That's what I'm hearing. But and maybe that's why this Queen of Crystals is in the hopes and fears. You are becoming your own, you're working towards your own bag. So you don't need to rely on this Queen of Pentacles here, because she's a bit controlling over your finances. And you're discovering that because you've made these changes and gained new perspective about this Queen of Pentacles, you don't, I mean, you can skip right to Hierophant status, or go to a Hierophant for knowledge on how to continue to grow your own money in the 3D world, but also grow spiritually, which is going to bring in money. Seven of Pentacles. It's like you're planting seeds by sacrificing so much, and in particular, a connection to a Queen of Pentacles. You're changing your relationship, Two of Pentacles, to this past relationship that, again, you know, you're putting an end, Ten of Swords, to the relationship, Gemini energy, and here we have the Lovers in your subconscious. You know that this Queen of Pentacles, who is tied to somehow your financial stability, and being a Scorpio too. That's, you know, this is about other people's money. So you may have felt, you know, Scorpios, my grandmother's a Scorpio sun and a Virgo moon, mutable earth energy in her moon, but that ego, very fiery, more Mars than Pluto, and Mars and Pluto rule Scorpio. So she, my grandmother was a great manifester. Where was I going with this? She was also very, very independent with her money. But you might be the opposite. Again, you know, I started talking about a Scorpio moon. So Scorpio, and there's no shade on it, and I'm saying this, is that it's just inherent in everybody's Scorpionic energy that we're connected to other people sometimes, and we're connected to their money. Like we need to use, it might feel or come off to other people on the outside as you using them to gain money, but that's the nature of Scorpionic energy. I know it well because of my grandmother. My mom was a Scorpio. Some trauma bonds I've had have been Scorpios. and other significant relationships who activated me on my spiritual awakening journey that were Scorpios. And as a Taurus, I'll tell you what, we're two sides of the same coin, you and I, Scorps. And this is why, like Taurus rising, as I am, I'm a Taurus sun, moon, and rising, and I have Saturn in my first house in the sign of Taurus. So that means Scorpio rules my seventh house of relationships. All of my relationships in life are very intense and passionate. And one of the criticisms that I've gotten from, and I know this about myself, I don't see this as a negative as much as this is just Taurian energy, is that I tend to give off the impression that if you can't give me something as a Taurus of value, then I don't want to be friends. Or said another way, I do. Before it was much more subconscious, and now I have a better balance of this. But consciously, if I can't get something out of you, then I don't want to partner up, because I understand my own value and how much I'm bringing to the relationships. In my past, I tend to overgive, become codependent. And so now I've balanced that out and created healthy boundaries, yet I still operate under the same premise. It's very Six of Pentacles, Taurian energy. It's Seven of Pentacles. I'm planting my seeds when seventh house of relationships. When I plant my seeds in any sort of new relationship, I'm always going to ask, what can I get out of this person? Because I know I'm going to give so much. Is this person going to be able to match me? Probably not. Because again, Taurus is extra. It's a feminine energy, so it's inherently introverted, but it's so much more extroverted. It's the second house. It's Earth energy. Then Scorpio, its shadow sign is much more. It's like double introverted. Yet when you tap into it, Scorps, you use that Mars energy, and that's your extroverted energy. That's fire energy. That's the energy of the first house, of the self. And when you can tap into it, and I see clearly that you are integrating your shadow sign of Taurus and really coming out of the depths of the waters of scorpionic energy. Whew, I'm getting chills. All right. What messages? Let me read the theme again. For life and death. I was just talking about Taurus is second house. It is about, it's like it's being on the earth, and making money and coming together with people. And then death, I mean, literally, Scorps, you are representative of the death card. For life and death are one. Coming together, Scorps and Taurus, balancing your shadow side, and gaining new perspective. And only those who will consider the experience as one may come to understand what peace indeed means. Peace, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, clear message. Thank you, Spirit. Whoever you are, and you don't have to be a Taurus or a Scorpio, this is about transformation, and we all have a second house. We all have an eighth house. Oh my gosh, you cannot make this up. Come on. Star card, Aquarius energy, fixed air energy. This is the healer. This is Offset or Isis. Healing, self-healing, doing shadow work, and coming out the better for it. In this case, I mean, that's exactly what I've been talking about. And that Edgar Cayce, taken from, you could have been born in 1977. You could be a Starseed born in the 70s. King of Pentacles. We have Queen of Pentacles out here, and now we have King of Pentacles. The Star and King of, sorry, Knave of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Right. More indication, you have got the Page of Wands. Ooh, and I love this. It's like, Scorps, you're taking the power of Mars energy that I mentioned before, that fire energy, and you're combining it with Earth energy in a state of being a neophyte. And I always say that fire and earth are the best elements to manifest with. All right. More messages for my transformer, for my star. 3 of Cups. Yeah. This is Cancerian energy. 3 is a number of creativity, and in your emotions. This is also, it's not surprising that it follows the star card here. This is a card of celebrity. This is fame and renown. You could be in the entertainment industry. Also, you know, I right over the 10 of Swords in the future, following the Star and then the Page of Pentacles. You know, this is being playful and creative with your emotions. Again, and also attracting Star energy, attracting people who will see the change that you have made in this transformation. Oh, look, and she's one of the musicians is looking down at the 7 of crystals. Yeah, friendships coming in. There's music coming into your life where once, you know, you were so far down in the depths, Scorps. Again, you don't have to be a Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. It's just that you have really tapped into your scorpionic energy and used it as it's intended to really transform and awaken here with Pluto and heal past relationships. Heal yourself with the Lover's card. Making the choice to love you first is going to bring in a lot of eyes on you, where you're not only going to be celebrated, but I see you entering the dating scene. I see you, Scorps, not, you know, that scorpionic energy being so introverted and protective, because you've healed all that envy and jealousy of other people being coupled, that now you understand, because of the perspective that you gained, where you were coming from, a place of envy and jealousy, and that wasn't healthy. And you just burn that energy away and awaken to a new place where it's like I describe scorpionic energy as sitting at the bottom of the Mariana Trench. It's black, it's ice cold, and you, Scorps, are comfortable there, especially when you don't want to heal. And that usually takes what? Air energy. Fill your lungs so you become buoyant and you start rising to the surface of the ocean. Where once at the bottom, I mean, it's the lowest point that we have that we know the ocean to be, the Mariana Trench. So you literally have the weight of the world's waters on you. It's highly pressurized, it's pitch black, and it's ice cold. And Scorpios who refuse to awaken, to take air energy into their lungs. Air energy is thought, it's communication, it's Aquarius energy, star energy. Fill your lungs, you become buoyant, and you start rising slowly to where you reach a level from the bottom of the ocean to where sunlight starts coming through. And then the water becomes warmer, and it's easy, it's not so pressurized and heavy. And the more that you breathe and fill your lungs, 10 of Swords energy, Gemini energy, lover's energy, and understand and kind of clear, because heart chakra is air energy, and open up your heart chakra, the warmer you become. Then you start seeing life as you're rising, right? Because there's very little life on the bottom of the ocean. There is life, but they're usually solitary creatures, and they're unusual, just like you can be, Scorpio. Beautiful, eerie, dark creatures. It's very Starseed like, alien like, right? Because that's you, Scorps. Again, I keep saying Scorps, but you don't have to be a Scorpio. I'm talking to Starseeds. I'm talking to chosen ones, and someone who has who has a lot of water energy, or has recently used that water energy in the death process to fully awaken. Like the story of Odin, hanging himself from the tree of the 9 realms to gain enlightenment, to see things from a different perspective, and to effectively kill off parts of his ego, which opened up all of his chakras and increased his ability, his psychic abilities. And that's what happens when we get our chakras working. We just become alive with psychic abilities. And everybody has psychic abilities, but the question is, how open and regulated and working correctly are your chakras? All right, final message. I got more messages from my lovely collective. Interesting. It came out in the reverse. 7 of Swords on the bottom of the deck, that's Moon and Aquarius energy. And we got 8 of Cups, Piscean energy, and 9 of Pentacles in reverse. What I'm getting from this is related to 7 of Swords. These 2 in reverse. So any Scorps, I keep going back to Scorps, but you're any sign, you've dealt with and really took a look at past relationships here with the Lover's card and the 6 of Cups, where there was deceit and sometimes self-deceit. And in the past, you were really concentrated. It was difficult for you to move away out of 7 of Cups, Scorpionic energy, and it being illusion. 7 of Cups is also a card of procrastination, refusing to make a choice and move. But you've done this in your subconscious with the Lover's card, which is about choices. Love is a choice, period, the end. Love doesn't happen to you. You choose, even if it's a twin or a soulmate. You choose love. At first, you got to, and God tells us this, Jesus tells us this, you got to love yourself first, even before you love God. It's because, or it's through loving yourself that you actually love God. And this is choose yourself first. which is choosing God, which is choosing love. And then you can choose a twin, you can choose a soulmate, or you can choose to go it alone and see what the universe will bring into you. Three of Cups. Either way, it's choosing love. And, in the past, with the Seven of Swords energy, in the state of illusion and sort of self-deceit, self-limiting beliefs, you refused to use Piscean energy to change those emotions. It's almost like you were very comfortable on the bottom of the Mariana Trench in Scorpionic energy, and again, Scorps, it had a lot to do with money and your security here, tied with this Queen of Crystals. So again, Scorpios have an ability to use other people, or sometimes get themselves tied to other people who are holding the purse strings, and that almost puts you into a state of Seven of Swords or Seven of Cups, believing that you can't separate from this person. I'm picking up, this is like a mother figure, again, trust fund, or just a mother figure who kept the truth of their manipulation, Hierophant energy, over you through money and your sense of security. This could be a narcissistic Queen of Pentacles, but again, tied to money, that was tied to you in such a way that she's manipulative, and kept you from your own Nine of Pentacles energy. You have Nine of Cups energy. You know what fulfills you emotionally, but yeah, your own self-limiting beliefs and your own state of illusion, that I think a lot of this Queen of Pentacles energy and also Hierophant energy was projecting onto you, keeping you thinking and feeling that you had to be tied to this Queen of Pentacles in order to be in any sort of Nine of Pentacles energy. That was all deceit. That was all lie. And she was keeping you stuck. But it's like you've stepped into your own Hierophant energy. You've chosen yourself. You've chosen love of self, less about love of money. And then that's when the divine is like, yes, this is where manifesting riches, and yes, like money is to be pursued. It's loving the self first, and realizing that you can step away from any sort of ties that people have over you to money. And God, Yahweh, is saying, yes, when you choose yourself, when you choose love, you're choosing to love me, and I will provide everything for you. In fact, I'm going to heal you, and I'm also going to make you an example of this is the right way to pursue money, is through love, and love of self, and not in a narcissistic way. You've healed that. This is what the Queen of Pentacles, that's how they operate in this case, is this love of money over love of self. They're confused. They're Seven of Swords. They're Seven of Cups energy. Because the Queen of Pentacles, again, like if they're Taurus rising, they're going to have Scorpio ruling their seventh house of relationships. It's almost like, this Queen of Pentacles is unable to look at their shadow, or when they do, it's they have corrupted the image of it. They're not clearly seeing. It's like they're in the Plato's cave, which is just a cave of illusion. They need to come out of the cave on the surface of the earth, into sunshine, star energy, and see the illusion for what it was, that they were trapped. That makes any sense. Okay, one final card. In the upright, 8 of Cups. Yeah, you are walking away from this Queen of Pentacles. You are walking away out of 7 of Cups energy, which is illusion, and you're no longer self-deluded. 3 and 8 is 11. Justice card. 5 of Swords. This is almost like you being the victor. Oh, and then 10 of Cups underneath that. 10 of Wands, dropping the burdens and these ties to this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. And Ace of Cups right there with the scarab beetle. It's almost like I'm picking up Plutonian vibes. And that's what, yeah, this is Pluto in Cancer, 3 of Cups for me. This is amazing. 9 of Swords in reverse. Absolutely. Anxiety and fear. Bye-bye. Oh, Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands at this Page of Wands in your higher mind, in your strength position is holding. Look, Judgment. Pluto in reverse. And the Tower in the upright. Yeah, it's you, Scorps, or whomever. Again, using your Scorpionic Mars energy rather than the Plutonian energy, which is all about death. It's like, Pluto in reverse or Judgment in reverse is like you remaining on the bottom of the Mariana Trench. But no, you're rising with a fiery phoenix. You recognize, let's tear this motherfucker down. All the foundations of what I understood my relationships to be, not only to myself, but to other people who were manipulating me and keeping me in a state of self-delusion, and the parts of myself where I was self-deluded, where I was allowing self-limiting beliefs to control my life. Queen of Pentacles in the upright. Second time, it's like, yeah, you become your own Queen of Pentacles. Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands. Amazing. Okay, I'm going to leave it here. I hope this finds you well. Take only what resonates. And if you want any information on how you can come out and check me out at the Edgar Cayce Center Association for Research and Enlightenment, on the April 29th, I'm giving a talk on the 12 houses of the zodiac and the precession of the equinox that Saturday. And if you come out, it's a free event. You can get a reading from me when you sign up, or a reading from many talented readers of various sorts and energies will also be there at the Mind, Body, and Spirit Fair at the Edgar Cayce Center. There's a link in my description box. You can also find out where to donate and how to donate to show your appreciation, and know that every donation I receive, I meditate on. I send you Reiki healing and love in response to receiving a donation, however big or small it is. You will get my energy in time, and I will pray for you that it's returned to you tenfold. And if you want to book my services, right now I have a solar cycle special for $33, and it's the A.R.E version, so Tower Energy. It's about the self, and we'll tap into your energy and find out what's going on. If you want a twin flame reading for $66, we'll find out where you are on that twin flame journey, or maybe it's a soulmate journey. If you want a life path hour-long discussions for $66, I'll calculate your numerology and we can talk about life path journey. And if you want to join me over at Patreon, I'm running a special for $99 a month. You will get from me essentially 5 readings per month. 1 hour-long reading where we'll come together, we'll tap into your energy, and I'll get to know you and where you are on your life path journey. And then you'll receive 4 more readings based on a question that you ask of me 1 a week. I'll respond either through email or most likely I will post to YouTube here a video response to your question. So you'll get, for $99, you'll get an hour-long reading in depth, so we can get to know each other, and then 4 questions where I'll throw cards to get the answer for you so you can move forward throughout the month. You get 1 question a week. So check all that in, you can check out all that information in the description box, and I'll see you in the next reading. And I want to thank you for this amazing, powerful Akashic Records Star Child, Starseed reading, chosen one. All right. Until the next time, namaste.